Hey, what's up, everybody? I decided to come outside. I needed to think and walk, and walking helps me. We're gonna backdrop today. Big idea: how we treat people matters. Okay, how we treat people matters. Mark 9 is the conclusion of a conversation that Jesus is having with his disciples about the man who cast out the devil who wasn't in the group. All right, I won't do a lot of legwork there, but all the back part of Mark 9 is the conclusion of that conversation. And listen to what he says. Jesus, very hyperbolic language, aggressive language. He says, "It would be better for you to have a millstone put around your neck, thrown into the sea, than to cause one of these," here this word, it's a big word, little ones to us, two words, little ones to stumble. He goes on to say, man, it's better to go into heaven maimed. If your foot offends you, cut it off. If your hand offends you, cut it off. If your eyes offend you, pluck them out. Just huge, aggressive language about heaven, hell, where you're going to spend. I mean, he's being super. He's really putting an exclamation point at the end of how you treat this guy matters to me. Now, we need to put Matthew 25 on the backdrop of this, okay? Matthew 25, final judgment, the back part of Matthew 25, and it says this. Well, I'll paraphrase. It's the story of how Jesus is going to separate the sheep from the goats. The sheep are going to go to his right, enter into an eternal reward in heaven. The goats are going to end up on his left and end up in eternal punishment in the lake of fire. Okay, it's heaven and hell. He's distinguishing the sheep from the goats. Well, here's the question, y'all, that we have to wrestle with: what distinguishes the sheep from the goats? And it's this: when I was in prison, you visited me. When I was sick, you comforted me. When I was naked, you clothed me. Now, reasonable question: when did we see you naked? When did we see you in prison? When did we see you unclothed or sick? When did we see that? He says, the King of Kings says, when you did it to the least of these, you did it to me. Why does he say that? Because how we treat people matters. That's why. When we treat people, the least of these, we include them, we bring them in, we echo the heart of God and the kingdom of God. When we don't, we show worldly value. Say it another way. When the only people we're good to are the popular people, the ones who can give us, reap a benefit back from them, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. When that's our philosophy about how we live, we're not showing the kingdom of God that way. We show the kingdom of God by loving people who are unlovable, loving people that people have forgotten about, caring about people no matter what, treating others well. And I want you to know, at the back side of that is heaven and hell. That's how important it is to him. He's using, not me, he's using heaven and hell as a conclusion of how you treat others. The gospel is strong enough to cause the church to treat people, the least of these, with the utmost respect and love. And that's what he's called us to do. It's a big deal to Jesus. It ought to be a big deal to the church. Love you. You got a lot of conversation you're going to have about it. And I'll see you soon. God bless.